mind me. I was just flying too fast. My superhero cape. It's Elastic Ellis here. Hey, Kipsters. Whew, I gotta catch my breath. I was just having too much fun flying outside because I was so bored staying in the house. I hope you guys have on your superhero costumes too. Don't forget to send your pictures to your teachers. Oh, my mask got all messed up and tangled on the fly. Yesterday, we learned about a strategy for adding two-digit numbers. And today, we're going to learn a different strategy. Yesterday, we learned how to add the tens with the tens and the... Yeah. And today, we're going to use a strategy that's a little bit similar, but it's also a little bit different. So, let's get started. I have a super problem here. And it says 22 plus 16 equals blank. All right. For this strategy, the first thing we do is we always break down the smaller number. We break down which number is smaller? I heard some people say 16. How do you know 16 is smaller than 22? Yeah, because 16 only has one 10, and one 10 is less than two tens. So let's break apart that number 16. We're going to break it into tens and ones. If we break down 16 into tens and ones, what should we break it to? Yeah, go ahead and break that into 10 and 6. You don't need a paper yet. You can just watch me. So the first step is we break down our smaller number. Great. The next thing we do is now we can add these numbers together. I'm going to decade count up because we know how to decade count up. We add 22 plus 10. So I write 22 plus 10 is 10 more than 22 is? Yep, 32. So we did 22 and we added the 10. Now we need to take this number, the new number we got, 32, and add the rest of the ones. 32 plus 6 equals. Well, this we can just count on. Let's grab 32 and count on. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. What is our answer? If you guys were thinking what I'm thinking, they're probably thinking, whoa, you had super fast powers. You solved that problem so quickly. It's true, I did. Because you know what? Decade counting is so fast. So, I can't wait for you guys to help me solve these next problems so that you guys can solve them all on your own using this really fast strategy. So, I have two problems for you. The first one, but let's look because I wrote down our steps for us. Breaking down the smaller number and decade counting on. That's the strategy we're using. First step, break the smaller number into tens and ones. The first step is to break the smaller number into... Great. Next, decade add the tens to the number. Last, add the leftover ones. All right, let's do this one together. Then you guys can help do the bottom one all by yourself. So first I need to break the smaller number into tens and ones. Which of these is smaller? Yeah, 11. Go ahead and draw your little carrot and break it down. 11 is broken into 10 and 1. Because 10 plus 1 makes 11. Next, decade add the tens to the number. So we have 38. We bring down 38 and we need to decade count. So that means we need to add 10. 38 plus 10. We can cross these out to show that we use them. 38 plus 10, 10 more than 38 is 48. So now the only number left to use is the 1. So now we need to do 48 plus 1 equals 49. So fast, huh? All right, let's see if you guys can do the next one on your own. If it helps you, you can go ahead and cross out those numbers when we use them. Once you break down that 11, I forgot to cross it out the first time, but I went back and did it that time. Go ahead and try this one on your own. First step, break the smaller number into tens and ones. Think about which number is smaller, draw your caret, and break it into tens and ones. Next, then you're going to decade count, so cross out your whatever number your tens is, and decade count up. Ooh, this one is tricky, because it's not just 10. Let me help you out. You should have said 25 is your smaller number, and broke it into 20 and 5. Who did that? Great. Now, we need to decade count up from 34. But this time, are we only adding 10? No, we're adding 20. So let's see. 34, decade count up. 34, 44, that's if I added 10, I need to add another 10. 34, 44, 54. We added 2 10s, and we got 54. So I crossed out this number. I added my 34 and I added my 20. The only number left to add is 5. 54 plus 5 equals 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. What's it equal? Yep, you got it. 59. So this strategy is a little bit tricky. And if you get confused, you can go ahead and draw your picture to help you solve it as well. So 34 plus 25. Let's keep 34 in our brain and draw 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 34, 44, 54, 56, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. If this is too tricky for you, you can go ahead and draw that number in your brain and then draw the picture to help you decade count up. Sound good? Awesome. Kipsters, since today is Thursday and your teachers get to call you tomorrow for your sight word test, make sure you were practicing those sight words. We're going to call you tomorrow so you can do your sight word test. We're going to see if you are answering the exit ticket that I'm going to put at the end of this video. You're going to show that to your teachers tomorrow. So make sure that you have your pencil and paper and that you are solving. There's 4 problems on our exit ticket for today. And your teachers are going to ask you about them tomorrow. Make sure you're solving them and make sure that you're sending the picture to your teachers. Got it? We're getting really close to figuring out who the Kipster of the week is. Is it you? I'm off to catch the bad guys. Hey Kipsters, this is your week 31 exit ticket. Tomorrow when your teachers call you, they're going to be asking to see these 4 problems on the phone. For the first 2 problems, you need to use a tape diagram to help you solve the problems. Problem 1 says, Emmy has some goldfish. Tamara has 18 betta fish. Tamara and Emmy have 26 fish in all. How many goldfish does Emmy have? 2. Fatima has 12 colored pencils in her bag, and she has 24 regular pencils. 2. How many pencils does Fatima have? For problem 3, solve the problem by adding the 10s with the 10s and the 1s with the 1s. 21 plus 35. Problem 4. Solve the problem by breaking apart the smaller number, then decade counting up. 14 plus 23. Don't forget to take a picture of your work and show it to your teachers tomorrow when you're on the, or show it to your teachers tomorrow while you're on the phone with them.